Good morning. We will discuss today's 12th April Indian Express as well as of 13th April. So there are certain important articles which comes in yesterday's newspaper as well as today's. So have a similar correlation. So we are going to discuss it together. First one is India's population as growing as fast as the world has fewer teen births and maternal death rates. This is important as it can provides you certain information regarding the data. So in brief we can discuss it. It says that India's population as you could see here, population of India is 1.37 billion, which is of worth 7.71 billion. So this data has been uh, collected by UNFPA, United Nations Population Fund, and it's of 2019. It says in 2010 to 19 annual growth of India's was 1.1%, whereas that of world is 1.2. Fertility rate 2.3, world 2.5. Life expectancy 69, word 72. Birth attended by the skilled personnel. It is quite a good data, which shows that it has improved the skilled personnel who give birth, help them. It is of 86%, whereas compared to word is 79%. Adolescent birth rate was 28, and that of word is 44. And this is of per thousand women, which is in the year 15 to 19 years. Population by age, as you could see, 0 to 14 India has 27%, whereas that of world is 26%. 15 to 64 years of age people are 67% in India, whereas that of world is 65%. More than 64 years of age in India it is 6%, and in world is 9%. So this is the data, as we can use it in various questions. So shall move on. The next article is related with minimum income group. This article of Jean Reyes, which was published in on April 5, 2019. So it talks about Nyuntam Aay, where minimum income group, which is recent debate going on for it. So it says like what are the requirements of minimum income group. That is, we need extensive data collection. We should know who all are those poor. So we have to find it out the data of all those poor whom we can provide minimum income. So, and second point is welfare officers or social workers being tasked to do such things. So we should know more about them. So they have to be much skilled so that they can identify the correct people. So, and the third and the most important thing is financial burden, from where all this money will come from. In brief, let me explain that minimum income group is the gap. It is a gap which is between minimum income and actual income. Let's say they will provide 6,000 or they will provide 12,000 per month for a particular household. Household means all family, and if he is earning 6,000 per month, this is that actual income of the household. So the difference between the two is 6,000 rupees. This 6,000 rupees is being fulfilled or being filled up by the government. So this is the minimum income gap which is mentioned here. So 72,000 rupees for a year, which is approximately equal to 1.3% of GDP. This is the minimum income which is provided by the provided by the government. But we still don't know how it will gonna perform, as we do not know the household specific income data. Imputed income means what a household is expected to earn based on observable characters such as education, land ownership. So 6,000 per month is for 20% household, which cost 50 crore people. According to 2011 census, 20% household of all the data is approximately equal to 50 crore people. But the Nyay which is being uh, put forward by the Congress party is talks about 3,60,000 crore, which is approximately 2% of GDP. So let's move on. Here are certain problems if we going to implement this scheme. We do not have, actually we do not know no BPL card to various people. We do not identify the vulnerable group. So what the solution provided by Jean Reyes is, he says that individual pension, let we identify the individual pension. Instead of giving 6,000 per month to 5 crore household, we should provide 12,000 per month to 25 crore people. In this we can cover a big lot. Nyay pensioner, which should include all the elderly pensioner, single woman, disabled person. These are around 12 crore people. So in this way we can identify, at least we can identify some of. And in the April 12, if you could see, in on April 12 there is also article published on minimum income group. It also talks about trickle down policy should not be very effective. It doesn't affect, it is not very effective. So there should be, the author come up with different policy that shows like bubble up from below, which says that small amount to be given to more people. Instead of giving whole lot of amount to single people, it should be distributed on a variety of scale. So by and how we'll gonna fill this 2% of GDP, where this will money come from? So it says that by taxing the super rich class people, by wealth tax, by inheritance tax, this is how we'll tax the super rich people. And by cutting the subsidies or tax holiday to the rich, this is the way that we're gonna collect the amount. Let's move on. He's Mr. Harsh Mandir. He talks about income transfer is not a good idea. It's not saying that it should be totally eliminated, but it should have a redistributive scheme. He talks about redistributive schemes in his policies. That's all for the minimum income group in both the articles. Instead of income transfer, he says that we should provide work which increases the employment, which further will increase the investment, and the virtuous cycle will be carried on. So in this, beside the single woman, elderly class, he also includes farmer, sharecropper, farm workers. These are all the vulnerable group he included in his idea. Thank you.